Good morning, good evening, and wherever the sun may find you. My name is Walt, and this is Coffee and Concepts on Keystroke Medium. And this is the closest I've gotten to hitting my target time in quite some time. Normally, we try to get to you at 7:30 Eastern time on Tuesdays, but on a holiday week, sometimes things happen. So you got to push it as close and as dear as you can, but then you got to sometimes chase those interviews that you're looking to get. Like we've had for the last couple of weeks. So you got to come to some weird times. Compromise. You got to do it sometimes. But I want to thank everybody for coming out this morning, spending a few minutes of your time to say hi. And today we're kind of embracing that mobile life, much like William Joseph Roberts on Facebook saying, "Morning, big man." You wouldn't say that if you saw me. uh, I'm Keebler sized, man, so I got to make up for it with a big personality. Um, so we're kind of embracing that mobile life today. But before we get into our concept, definitely want to talk about the coffee. And the coffee today is coming from Papua New Guinea. I was talking about it the other week. It's got like a buttery pecan taste to it. It's like got a nutty taste, and this is of course drinking it black. Yeah, like a nuttier taste than your standard coffee. Oh, big boss. Josh Hayes saying, "Morning." Good morning, sir. But yeah, that coffee that I've been drinking from Papua New Guinea has a really nice pecan taste to it with a almost like a creamy or buttery finish as once it makes the race down your teeth. So really, really good blend of coffee. I like that particular stuff done over a pour over. Which we've talked about on the show before. But it also fits really well in my to-go mugs. And man, I got a lot of these things because always moving, always jetting, especially with my energetic wife and my 70-pound furry flying chainsaw, my Belgian Malinois. So taking things on the go is kind of like your zen, your way of life, especially in today's society before the Rona. But we would always go out somewhere and go for a hike or sit in the porch if the weather was permitting. Maybe hit a coffee shop, a bookstore. We love bookstores. I can't imagine why, seeing as this is an author podcast. But yeah, you're always taking that show on the road and seeing how far and how compact you can kind of make things in order to get what you're trying to do portable enough so that you can do it somewhere else and enjoy like a different atmosphere, different ambiance. It got to the point where for a little while I couldn't even type or work without some sort of background noise, like going to YouTube and checking out those 3-hour marathon background noise videos where it's just the sounds of a cafe. You can't really make out people talking, but you can hear those background conversations a little bit, the noise of people moving in and out. So yeah, that mobile life is definitely something that we got accustomed to before 2020 decided to play ping pong with our emotions. And to get into a little bit of that, obviously, we'll want to bang around with the coffee cups first, and because how cool is it that you can take your coffee with you without spilling it? Almost as good as the other mobile treat of innovation, sliced bread, which everybody always talks about. But the thing I really enjoy these Contigo mugs. These things are incredible. You had back in the 90s, you had the gas station coffee mugs and tumblers that you could get so you didn't spill coffee all over the place in the car. But these have really, really come a long way and taken things uh, in a far-reaching stretch from what they used to be. Typically, these particular mugs can keep things hot for 4 to 6 hours, and when I say hot, I mean hot. I've had really good. I have 4 of these in various sizes. Usually for like the just getting out there size. I have the 16 ounce, and that's what I usually bring to work. A cup of coffee, and if it's a caffeine and hate kind of night, I have a 20 ounce. So I can bring a little more, so I don't, strangle somebody. And then, what do we have here? I've been streaming a few Stoner Space Rock ones. Oh, those are those high end ones, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If you got a picture, man, share it. Let's see this thing, because I can probably figure out a way to bring it up on this. So yeah, William Joseph Roberts, if you want to share that picture, we'd love to see it. But yeah, these mugs are great because, like I said, they're 4 to 6 hours hot, like really piping hot, and then up to 24 hours cold. And I mean, that's just, I mean, if you like iced coffee, that's a great way to do it. But on the other side too, if you're just looking for something to keep some water cold, especially if you're talking like a hiking pack or something like that, and just want a way to sip, these are really cool cups. So as far as the mobile life and coffee goes, definitely attack one of these mugs. John Bear Ross, 5 more minutes, Mom. I don't want to go to school. It's all right, bro. Just hit snooze. We'll see what we can do. Oh, wait a minute. Josh Hayes is throwing up some pictures. Josh, hit me with a thumbs up if I can share this. Because that is ultimate badass cup, and I might need one. John, if you don't want to go to school, I suggest you call in sick. Oh, Josh is giving us the thumbs up. We got to share this cup because this cup is like 10 shades of badass. Sharing that. Oh my goodness, that is craziness. Bomb Squad Extraordinaire. That's a cup. If it comes with the bomb, I'm totally in. But that is a great cup. If you guys got some cups that you can share, hit me up on FaceSpace and we'll check that out. But yeah, so far Josh is winning the Keystroke Medium coffee cup, Golden Coffee Cup Award. And we should really make that a thing. Hey, if you guys got cool coffee cups, like covered in stickers, especially if they're Keystroke Medium stickers, or maybe some Edge of Valor stickers. If you have coffee cups of valor, send it this way. We'll post them on the show. Best coffee cup every week. Maybe we can send you a sticker or something. But anyway, back to the mobile life. So we were talking mobile. We're talking the fact that at some point, people got really sick and tired of being inside. So now they're taking things on the road. So in kind of part one of this, I really wanted to talk about if you're an author and you're out and about and you got ideas, start off with the low tech, right? These things are fantastic. Okay. These Moleskine notebooks. I love these. I usually have a treasure trove of these that I'll hand out to people and stuff like that if they're really in desperate need of a notebook. But you got this little springy elastic thing where it keeps everything from falling out like it just did. Really nice acid wash pages. I like the plain ones just because with the plain paper, I can either just sketch or tons and tons and tons of so that there's no glare. You can kind of see, but just tons of notes. I love carrying one of these with me for a couple of reasons. Number one, they're really sturdy. I mean, this is really hard, kind of like leatherback book. when it's closed and stuff like that. You can keep it in your pocket all day. You're not going to ruin it. The pages are pretty sturdy. I've gotten this particular one wet a few times, and the pages have come out. I usually use a pencil, so I'm not worried about the ink getting all stupid. And from a self-defense point of view, because that's kind of my jam. This is actually a great thing to keep in your hand if you really have to make an impression. This against a hard protruding surface like the cheekbone or the collarbone, for those authors in the intense thriller who have that hero that want to just pick up an item in their periphery and use it as self-defense. Anything with a hard edge can become an impact weapon very quickly. So for that, it's also really great. And then, so for like notebooks and stuff like that, these Moleskine notebooks are really cool because once they wear in, they can especially lay flat, and you can work a little more easy on a surface, or if you're just outside and you get an idea and you got to jot it down. So yeah, these are cool. Of course, you could always just take a piece of like loose leaf paper and fold it, stuff like that. And that led to like the whole pocket mod craze back in the day. And if you don't know what that is, that can be kind of fun too. But as far as like what I'm writing with versus what I'm writing on, these Blackwing pencils are awesome. And these have a pretty cool history, especially if you're a writer. Hemingway used to use these all the time. And these originally came from a company that sourced all the wood and graphite and all the materials from Japan. And they went out of business in the early 90s. And what ended up happening was people, with the rise of like the interwebs and getting things online, and they started trying to find these any way they could because of the really nice soft lead and easy grip of the pencil, plus the really cool eraser with these erasers come out, they pop out, and they're refillable. So yeah, they're really, really, really cool pencil. Unity 151 Sci-Fi Booktube. Come on to something. You're chatting about coffee and you're talking about breaking people's jaws with a Moleskine notepad. Welcome to the channel. John Bear Ross. The notebook is just a tool. I am the weapon. A stab in the face eraser coming from Josh Hayes. Oh my goodness. So these pencils at one point were going for, these Blackwing pencils were going for $40 a piece on places like eBay. Right around 2010, the owner of the rights sold it to another company, and this other company said, something, these pencils are really cool. We should really get them back in production, and they sourced these again. You can get a 12-pack of these for about $50. Some places you can find them like 20, 25. But yeah, originally when these pencils were out of distribution, they were going for $40 a piece because writers who really enjoyed writing with them would just had to have them. So if you're if you're not sure, I think, like I said, some places can sell them for like $25 for a box of 12. Is it so different than a normal pencil? You could go to like AC Moore or hobby stores anywhere and get a two letter B, so a 2B pencil, and pretty much have the same experience. But these really, really, really are nice. And one of the tricks that I really enjoy doing is when I kind of get one that I'm using at the house down a little bit, and wow, just everything is falling all over the place. What I'll do is I'll crack out the cap of a pen, and then when it's about this long, I'll just take the pen cap and cover the top of the pencil, and then that way it just fits in my pocket right against the Moleskine notebook, and gives me something to write with where pretty much wherever I go. And there's that whole John Wick line about the pencil. There's a kind of a reason they put it in there, but yeah, just cap the pencil, take it with you, and then of course I always carry a pocket knife of some sort. So sharpening a pencil isn't that big a deal. Some people are like $40 from Josh Hayes and Sci-Fi BookTube saying, what, how much? Yeah, they Blackwing Pencils, if you look them up, they had a pretty storied past, and yeah, they were really tough to find at one point. Josh Hayes is saying, no, now I must try. But yeah, so taking your show on the road, this was definitely even old school. You can get a lot out of the miles that you travel and get your writing still in. Now, granted, in today's day and age, you have you're still going to have to transcribe that. You're going to have to get that analog into digital. But William Joseph Roberts saying that you'd be surprised how few people carry a knife these days. Yeah, whereas back in the day, everybody had a pocket knife, like one of those little Victorinox pocket knives, the Swiss Army knives with the little tweezers and stuff like that. Oh my God, those things are awesome. And that's pretty much, I don't carry like a sword or anything with me, but like a small pocket knife, so that way when I'm at my job, I can cut cardboard and stuff like that without worrying about a razor knife breaking off and cutting my thumb. We deal with thick cardboard, but anyway, back to the subject. So yeah, even analog, you can take these notebooks, take it with you, get your story down. But the cool thing is now they have these new digital comparison notebooks, and that you're looking at one because on the pages, instead of blank, they have these little dots all spaced throughout, and those are for high resolution scanners to take those notes that you've written in those notebooks, and it scans it in between the dots, and the dots act like reference point, kind of like the dots they put on people's faces for motion capture on video games. And then what it does is it takes all of that writing and then transcribes it right into text in a word processor. So that way you don't have to go typing for typing. You just have to scan the pages. So this is going to be like kind of part one for writing on the move with coffee and concepts. So if you're not done with your coffee, but you got to go somewhere, take that, put it into this. So, and get your coffee in, grab your notebook, and get on the run, because we got places to go, but we still got words to write. So, speaking of which, just don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Okay. Hit that like, ding that bell. All right. Get notifications when we go live, because of the fact that, Josh, is that a humongous samurai sword in your pocket? Or, seeing as this is usually shoulders up, and I'm not standing, or maybe I am because I'm so short. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So we just hit, not too long ago, 1,000 subscribers, and we are super grateful for everybody who's come out and shown their support so that we can get even bigger and better concepts and hopefully more coffee into the show, as well as in the other shows on Keystroke Media, get those to the next level as well. We have a lot in store and a lot planned for you, a lot of exciting things in, on, and around the page. So don't forget to check out Josh, Scott, and Chuck on Mondays. That's going to be on my time. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time, but I believe it's 10 a.m. their time, maybe. John Bear Ross saying everyday carry for authors. Yeah, we could do a pocket dump sometime. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up. It's I swear it's not it's not racy. It's not bad. Yeah, so don't forget to check out Josh, Scott, and Chuck Mondays 11 a.m. Eastern for reading, writing roundtables, as well as interesting guests and fun topics. Of course, coffee and concepts on non-holiday weeks hits on Tuesday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then you got Lauren and Kayleen on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, doing the writer's journey, where they take some of the best and brightest in and around publishing, reading, and writing, and kind of pluck the ideas for great innovative ways to be that best author, good reader, great beta reader. Whatever part of the publishing spectrum you fall on, there's always something to check out in their show. We have Josh Gaiu, who does long form storytelling on YouTube. His show is usually a couple hours long, but they peel apart a subject like nobody's business, and you get a good, fulfilling show. Lots of cool banter, interesting guests. Check them out. This has been Coffee and Concepts. I want to thank everybody for coming out this morning. If you got those cool coffee cups, send us a picture. The English I can speaking. We need more coffee. Send us a picture of those cool coffee cups so that we can show those off, and like I said, maybe best of, we can send you some stickers, or maybe even get you on a show. That might be fun. Fan cast with seeing what coffee you're into. I'm down. Lots of fun stuff coming up here, where there's reading, writing, and a little bit more on Keystroke Medium. And now there's an